right. So we got LCA in the house. So if you each could say your name, starting with you, head coach, work your way down, because I'm posting this to our website, so that way everybody will know who we're talking to, and the position and what grade you're in.
Paul Redgate, head coach and athletic director at LCA.
Madison Redgate, shooting guard, senior.
Kayla Rivard, point guard, senior.
Kinley Horning, shooting guard, senior.
Well, first of all, thanks for being here for Media Day. I got to ask you all, one at a time, going down the line, and starting with you, Coach. What's it like getting this basketball season, getting ready to get started, and your thoughts, expectations of the season ahead?
For me, it's obviously my favorite time of the year, getting things going, getting things set up. Every team right now has tons of excitement and optimism as you enter the season. Me as a coach, I love this time because this is when we can start putting in everything that we want for the upcoming year. And you see what type of group you have. Obviously, you have a lot of workouts in the off-season. It's been a great off-season for us. But now everything gets raised to a higher level, per se. And so just getting going, being surrounded by an awesome group of girls, super excited this year.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing as him. It was my favorite time of the year. We lost 5 seniors last year, but each year holds something new. So we lost 5 seniors, but we're still, we brought up how many? Four people from the JV team who were undefeated last year. So it's still going to be a great year.
Yeah, I would just say the same thing. Like, I'm super excited, especially since it's our senior year, and I've been playing with them for forever, and it's just gonna be something special.
Yeah, I would agree. It's really exciting for all of us. We've actually had a countdown going on in practice in the past couple of weeks, counting down to the season. So we're all super excited. Yeah.
And if I could ask this, and this is sort of a father, daughter, coach, player dynamic here. And there's different dynamics, coaching your daughter and playing for your dad. What's the one big thing that you both have taken out of each other as, obviously father, daughter, but coach, player?
Something we need to work on?
Yeah, just what was that? You want to start? I'll start it then. I'll do the talk. No, I have the opportunity and privilege to coach. Actually, I have 2 daughters. I have another one as a sophomore on the team as well. To coach your daughters, I mean, it's something. And these girls too. I consider these girls my daughters too. I mean, I've been around them for so long since elementary days and stuff like that. So I consider all of them my daughters in a way, as weird as that sounds, I guess. But being able to be around them every single day, it's great. Knowing that you got a group of girls, a group of daughters, in a way that are willing to work as hard as possible every single day. And the relationship and the culture that we have in our girls basketball program is one that it is that family feel that a lot of people talk about. I do love, the thing I've tried to make sure I've worked on, especially last year starting coaching programs. In practice, I'm a coach, but as soon as we get in the car, as soon as we get home, I'm a dad. So trying to balance the two and make sure sometimes it can be tricky, but when you got Madison and my other daughter Emma, and again Kayla and Kinley and some amazing other girls, it makes my job really easy as a coach.
Yeah, last year was so much fun having my dad as a coach. I know he made a lot of sacrifices to be able to coach me, which was super fun. And then also my sister's going to be on the team this year, so it's kind of like our whole family is on the same team. But yeah, it was super fun, and I can't wait for the memories.
Each of the players are going to take us down the line. What have you been adding to your game in the offseason since last year? What have you been focusing on, improving the most? And I guess if you just want to start with that, I'll have a follow-up after that.
I've been trying to work a lot on my shot, around the perimeter, and then different moves, attacking the basket, and just trying to perfect my craft.
I would say, me personally, defense and rebounding is something I focused on, and seeing what other ways I can help my team. Last year I tried to be more of a leader, and this year I'm going to still do that, and then also improve on other aspects.
Yeah, I'm still trying to continue to work on my shot, but also probably something I didn't do as much last year was driving to the basket, going to the line more, and that's something one of my biggest goals for this year.
And I'll say this, these three really complement each other really well. I mean, with the skills that they have. I mean, Kinley's one of the best, I think, in this area at attacking the basket. She's one of the most athletic girls around, and so using her athleticism, and she's an elite shooter too. So I love that she says she's been working on her shot, because I mean that's something. I mean, she was one of our leaders from the field last year, and I know that's going to continue. Kayla's, I mean, there's a lot I can say about Kayla, but a great floor general, and like she said, she does a tremendous job, in my opinion, at leading the team. And she's really raised her level of play. I mean, she was received a lot of accolades last year, but she's raised her level of play a whole lot. Like she said, defensively, she's doing a better job on the glass and things like that, and she's done a great job. And then Madison's been a lot more aggressive this year as well, and I mean, she was a very good shooter for us last year, and we hope that continues. But these three complement each other so well, and I'm very grateful to have a group of three seniors like this.
What's the biggest thing you learned last year off your coaching your team?
Biggest thing I learned off coaching the team. You know, I mean, I think I kind of knew this entering the year last year, but then I saw it as the year went on. I have a group of girls that are just flat out competitors. Like sometimes you may have a team. I've coached guys. You may have some guys. You may have some girls that just kind of go out there and go through the motions. These girls are just flat out competitors. They love on each other. They care for one another. But when they're on the court, they just flat out compete. So having a group like that, knowing I can, one thing I got to learn is I can push them as much as I want, and they're going to respond in a great manner. And having leaders like them is going to really help. So yeah, knowing I have a group that just going to give 100% every time, it's pretty special.
You all aren't too far removed from a state championship. How are you guys using that moment to gear up for this season? Because obviously that's a big time moment. I mean, y'all were a little bit younger, but you know, obviously it's there, so it's not too far away. But how are you guys using that moment, that kind of experience, to get you ready for this year?
I would say like I remember that moment when we won, and it was like one of the best feelings. And I think like we have a team that's going to compete through no matter who we're playing. It doesn't matter if we don't think they're that good or they're really good. We're going to play the same way against whoever, and I think that's really going to help us to get to that moment again.
The experience you learn, I wasn't the coach. Coach Heather Stevens led them to the state championship and did an amazing job. And they had a great group, and we're led by two players that are playing over at LU now, Emmy Stout and Avery Mills. And these three girls, I mean, the experience they gained that year and seeing what it took to win a state championship is something I hope that we can use to our advantage this year. I mean, getting that experience will always be beneficial. And then last year, yeah, we didn't make it to the state tournament, but we still had a great year, and they learned some things along the way. So hopefully we can make a strong push this year.
Kayla, coach talked about your defensive improvements, and you talked about the rebounding improvements, but you got all your accolades last year because you were phenomenal on the offensive side of the ball. You're going to be like the top of the opposing team's scouting reports this year. What have you been, what makes you better this year? What's separating you this year to where when teams are trying to key in on you, maybe you can put some new things out there on the court?
I think these two are going to really help with that, just because I can rely on them. Like, if they're geared towards me, you have to have someone to stop her, so that, like, you can't have your whole defense guarding me.
Coach, kind of off what she said, how important is it that people stick to their strengths and not try to do what they are not used to doing, if that makes sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you definitely want to, as a coach, I'm trying to see what every talent these girls bring and make sure I put them in a position where they can utilize their strengths and utilize their talents and stuff like that. And, having, kind of to follow up what Kayla just said, I mean, having a team where every player trusts one another makes the team dangerous, because, I mean, yeah, one person doesn't feel like they have to do everything. I talked to Kayla at practice the other day of, I know she's going to get a lot of the big things taken care of and done, but one thing I've been really impressed with her and Kinley and Madison is they're taking care of all the little things. The encouraging your teammate, the giving a high five to your teammate if they have a turnover, the just making a little hustle play and things like that. And so when they're focusing on the little things, it really helps us a lot.
The other two, how easy is it whenever she's playing the way she is, and defenses are keener on Kayla to, you guys get a lot more open shots off that, I'm sure, and a lot more driving opportunities off that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, it's definitely, a little easier for us because they're just kind of focusing on that. But also just Kayla's a great passer, and just letting her pass it to either of us, she can trust us, and we can hopefully finish that.
I think when we're all three in the game, we have a really good fluid going, like with each other. Like our continuity is really good, and so we just kind of all play off each other. We all get each other like open looks, and so it just goes well.
Yeah, they've been playing with each other for so long, and they play travel basketball together many summers and stuff like that. So, like Kinley just said, their connection is really strong. Like I said earlier, they complement one another. And yeah, if teams are keying on Kayla and her drives, it's going to leave one of them open. But if Madison and Kinley start knocking down some threes or some strong drives, going to free up Kayla where they can't really help off these two. And so those three, I mean, without the talent that they bring, it does make them tough to guard in my opinion.
Just last question, what's the schedule look like for this year? What's some of the challenges?
Yeah, so well, I was able to, switching in this athletic director role, I was able to have a little bit more hands-on of trying to schedule some opponents. So we have out of conference. We did schedule a pretty challenging out of conference schedule. We opened up with Franklin County, a larger size school than us, and they returned a lot of players from last year. Really a strong team. But then we go right into a little season opening shootout tournament at Wilson Memorial. With Wilson Memorial, who's going to be one of the stronger teams in the region, with Lord Botetourt, who won the stage last year, and then also with Harrisonburg. So right from the gate, we get tested, and then I do think I think the district this year, there's a lot of teams that I think are going to show tons of growth, and I think there's going to be more balance in the district this year than in a long time. I know a lot of teams. I've seen them at team camps and things like that, have been working really hard, and I think the balance in the league is going to be very good. So I don't think there's really going to be, I think every night you're going to have to bring it in the Seminole, which excites me as a coach, and I would imagine excites them as a player. Like every night we're going to have to bring it, so I'm excited about that.
Good.
Good deal.
All good. Thank you.